Hello everybody, welcome back. If you've been paying attention and listening to my live show, The Cash Flow Kings, live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, you would know that I was toying around with the idea of possibly selling out of my Costco position at a large gain. And, well, I may have done that. A lot of people are probably confused because, Ryan, Costco is an amazing business. They have insane pricing power, great membership business, their cash flows consistently grow. Why would you possibly sell it? Today, I'm going to be explaining why I sold my Costco stock, be transparently sharing how much I made off the stock, what I did with the money, and so much more. And thank you to my channel members Jacob, Redwood, and SoFi Boy Major Speed. On to the video.
Hello, I like money.
Costco is actually one of the companies that you can make the argument that you can buy at any price and still have a really good return over the long term, but I am here to slightly disagree. Now, Costco is an amazing business. Its unique business structure really differentiates itself from most retailers and obviously gives it a lot more runway for growth. Now, for some transparency, I started my Costco position, if you remember, at around $530 in May of 2023. Since then, the stock has jumped up about 80% in price. Unfortunately, I started my Costco position at a time where I actually thought it was still overvalued compared to its financial metrics still, and I didn't fully load the boat into the company, but I dollar cost average, and I thought even at this kind of a premium that it's trading at, I think it's still a good time to get in, but even now, I think it's getting a little ridiculous. So on Monday, I sold out of my Costco position at a 72% gain, and I didn't even own a whole share. It was a 1.5% of the portfolio, which is a giant reason of why I sold too. It would have been a way different story if it was like 10 or 11% of the portfolio and I owned a couple $1,000s worth of it. I only own $500 worth of it, and I'd honestly be better off just putting it into an index fund and chilling. Stocks are just numbers on papers at the end of the day, and you don't want to get emotionally attached to them, even if the business is amazing. I feel like now as an investor, I'm much more willing to be a little patient, potentially wait for Costco to correct back to fair value relative to where they trade at historically, and I just buy more then. Currently, Costco is trading at a P ratio of 54. That's 2 times a company like Visa. Right now, most analysts have a price target of the company at $736, which is actually the last time that I added to my Costco position. But it's about 15% overvalued, and one could make the argument it's way more overvalued than that. Obviously, Costco's business is so strong that they do trade at a regular premium. I don't even believe that a lot has changed with Costco over the last year and a half when it comes to its business. So I think a lot of people are just worried that we're going to go into recession. Obviously, Costco is the top retailer if you want to be in a recession. But eventually, Costco is going to correct to where its actual cash flows are, and that's where I'm going to scoop in and really load up on the position. But for now, I'm fine with being patient. Looking at Costco's price to earnings ratio, it is historically at a 10-year high at 51.17. I was lucky enough to buy it at around 42, which I still believe is at around fair valuation for Costco. It's reasonable for a company like Costco how recession-proof their business model is and all the things that come along with the quality of their business. But paying a 51 price to earnings for a retail company just makes no sense whatsoever when there's so many more businesses with similar growth in it that are trading at literally half the valuation of Costco. Everybody falls in love with the idea of a recession-proof business model. We want a recession-proof business, McDonald's, Costco. But I don't think people understand that if you're investing for the long term, it doesn't completely matter if it's a recession-proof business model. Yes, any business that you're going to invest in is probably going to take some damage during a recession, but over the long term, it is literally proven that you will be fine. And even better, you just invest in the S&P 500 and you don't go through with all the individual stock picking. Currently, Costco is trading at all-time highs and trading at all-time highs when it comes to their valuation too. And believe me, this would absolutely be a different story if I owned a lot of the company. Let's say I had an 8, 9, or 10% position in the company and my portfolio was already a core holding. I would more likely than not hold on to it. But I don't even own enough in the portfolio where it's enough to really compound right now, even at these high valuations. It just doesn't make sense. That's why in more instances, likely than not right now, I believe that Costco would be a hold, but for my situation and my personal finances, it just makes way more sense to sell. I'm happy that I sold out at a 72% gain. I have about $600 now to play with in capital, and what am I going to do with that money? And to be honest, I don't even know, but more likely than not, I'm just going to use it to put it into SHG or SHD, one of my 2 index funds, whenever it goes to a reasonable price in my opinion. Most likely SHG, but it's been running up recently. Let me know in the comment section if you guys agree with me selling Costco. Should I have bought more? Should I have held? What do you guys think? I appreciate you making the video. If you appreciate what I'm doing here on the channel, consider becoming a channel member for $5 a month. You get access to exclusive episodes, a nice badge to your name, and I really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. Smash like button, subscribe, and do dividend stocks, drugs. Have a good one.